First off, I want to thank Coach Jason for allowing me to coach this 10U Diamonds team this year and last year, and giving me the opportunity to meet so many wonderful families and wonderful kids. I also want to thank him for giving me my start in travel ball, and showing me the ropes and teaching me different things about what to expect, from coaching staffs, parents, handling of all that stuff, man. I really couldn't have done it without you. I also want to thank you for taking on an 8-year-old kid last year, straight out of rec ball, and putting her in the middle of an order and teaching her what expectations are about and helping her with different aspects of the game when I would come down too hard on her, which I've been known to do in the past. Thank you for letting me coach with you. I want to thank Coach Steve. It's been awesome coaching alongside you, man. Got through a lot of tough games together. We've talked out a lot of stuff together. You stepped up early in the season and you said, hey, someone's going to have to be the bad cop on this coaching staff. Why not it be me? You said if anyone needs to get ejected from this team, it needs to be me. Every coaching staff needs that coach, and every team needs that coach. And whether the girls know it or not, I know how much you care about them and how much you love being around them, man. It's been an absolute pleasure coaching with you. Wouldn't change it for the world. Thanks for the wild ride, buddy. Thank you for letting me coach with you. Alyssa, it's been crazy fun coaching you. You're an amazing kid. You have a question for everything. Sometimes they're the most outlandish questions, but it always made the girls laugh, and it definitely kept the mood light. And on a team like this, sometimes you just needed something like that. I appreciate it. Thank you for letting me coach you. Addie, welcome to the Dinger Club, lady. I had to re-record yours today because I wanted to make sure I got that in there, just so your dad knows that you and him have the same amount of home runs. One of you is only 30 years younger. It's been a pleasure coaching you the last 2 years. I want you to remember that this is just a game, and keep smiling no matter what. You play so much better when you're smiling and there's no pressure on you. I'm looking forward to someday buying one of your EPs when you start dropping albums. You're an amazingly talented kid, and I've had so much fun coaching you the last 2 years. Thank you for letting me coach you. Danny, you're something else, kid. All the rides to the games and listening to the chatter in the backseat of the car with you and Lex, just cracking up, and to the point that you never want to tell me what she told you on the mound when she'd come out for a mound visit. Maybe one of these days I'll be lucky enough to know. You're an amazing kid. You're an amazing pitcher. And I can't wait to see what next year holds for you at 12U. I know you're going to do great things. Thank you for letting me coach you. Riles. Man, kid. I look back at that Madness game and how you played third base in that atmosphere, in that pressure, and it's by far one of the best defensive performances I've ever seen out of anybody in my entire life in softball. That was absolutely crazy. I love that you always have a question on how to get better and what you could do to get better. It's been an absolute pleasure coaching you. You have an awesome attitude, and I can tell you 12U is going to be a lot of fun for you. You're going to crush a lot of balls, lady. Thank you for letting me coach you. Tay-Tay, man, kid, you were definitely the class clown of this team. You kept the dugout super light. I couldn't thank you more for that. This team definitely needed that. I coached you from the time that you picked up a softball, and from that point until right now, you've made leaps and bounds, lady. I'm super proud of you. Thank you for letting me coach you. Hannah Banana. Man, kid, I've watched you pitch in some of the toughest situations. Whether we're up 10, down 10, whether it's tie game, bottom of the 6th, you're as cool as a cucumber. You never let the pressure get to you. And as a pitcher, that's an invaluable thing to have. You've been an absolute joy to coach this year. Smile on your face. You know, it's infectious. They say a pitcher and a catcher develop a relationship that's second to none, and what I've watched you develop with Lex, I couldn't appreciate more as a dad. You're an amazing kid. The sky's going to be the limit for you. You have huge things ahead in your future in softball, and I can't wait to be part of those and see those. I'm definitely going to be tuning in for all of that. I joke with you and tell you you're my softball daughter. Those car rides home from tournaments were just, dude, you're a nutcase. Seriously, some of the stuff you and Lex would talk about in the backseat of the car. You're a phenomenal kid. Thank you for letting me coach you. Sis, I've coached you longer than any kid that I've coached other than my own daughter. I remember from day one of the last season of T-ball, looking at your dad and telling her I'd love to coach her again next year if you'd allow me to, and letting them know how special you were and how you picked up on things so quickly, and I never had to tell you anything twice. Well, kid, you're going to have 4 years of 10U in you before you move up to the next level. They're not going to be ready for you. They're not going to know how to handle you. You're going to be so crazy good. I look forward to watching all that. It's going to be just amazing. It's going to be a wild ride. Thank you for letting me coach you. Maggie. Man, kid, year and a half, you joined the team the same time Lex did. You were never really shy, man. You were out there. This year we asked you to be a leader, and you've been nothing short of awesome at doing that, whether vocally, whether it be with your play, whether it be with how you handle yourself in the field. It's been awesome coaching you. It's been awesome just being a friend with you, man. Literally just getting down on your level and being able to talk with you and joke with you. You've picked me up when I've been down more than I've ever had to pick you up while you've been down. You've just been that type of kid. I couldn't appreciate that more. When you faced adversity, you didn't whine about it, you didn't cry about it. You picked up and you said, hey, what can I do to help this team? You were the ultimate we, not me player, and always thinking about what you can do to help this team get better, what you can do to help this team win. It's been so much fun this last year and a half, on and off the field. I can't thank you enough for that. Thank you for letting me coach you. Mia, man, kid, the only word to describe you is electric. The way you run the bases, the way you play the game. It's crazy to see how someone as shy as you off the field can speak so loudly on the field without ever saying a word. That's a special God-given talent that not a lot of kids get. You're different. Seriously. It's been so much fun watching the way you and Lex push each other, whether it was weight training in the basement, whether it was the extra stuff we were doing at Court Connection, whether it was watching you and Lex at hitting lessons. Putting her around someone like you has pushed her to take her game to the next level, and I hope that her being around you has helped you just as much. You're an amazing kid, and dude, the sky is the limit if you don't outrun it. Thank you for letting me coach you. Lex, I'm gonna do this one as your dad, not as your coach, because as your coach I could give you 100 different things to help make you better. But as your dad, we made a decision last year to come back to this team to work on catching, leadership, and the mental part of the game. And I can tell you, kid, you've exceeded my expectations at all three. You've been a rock behind the plate. You've been a leader to this team by keeping them calm, by commanding a pitching staff. And the mental part of the game, let me tell you, kid, 9-year-olds shouldn't know some of the stuff that you pick up on during a game or some of the stuff that we talk about on the way to games. Like Coach Steve said, anything you gave us with your bat was a bonus. And well, it turns out that thing ain't too shabby. I don't tell you enough how proud I am of you and what you've become and what you are to this team. Something that I need to get better at as a dad. I look forward to what the future holds for us. I can't wait to coach you next year. Thank you for being my daughter.